Welcome back to Chambers of Knowledge, where I help you improve your medical literacy so you can understand and effectively communicate with your healthcare team. Have you ever heard of interstitial fluid? Well, the combining form interstitial refers to the space between the tissue and the body. Interstitial fluid is a fluid that surrounds the tissue within our bodies. Did you know that blood cells are considered tissue? Well, while cells are traveling throughout the blood vessels of the cardiovascular system, more specifically as the red blood cells travel through the systemic capillaries, fluid and protein leak out from the porous capillary wall. They leak out into the space between the vessels. This space is known as the interstitial space, and once the fluid enters this space, it is known as interstitial fluid. Each day, about 20 liters of fluid leaks out of the capillary pores as red blood cells pass through. This is because the diameter of a capillary is slightly bigger than the diameter of a red blood cell. In order for the red blood cell to pass through, they must go one at a time and use a high amount of pressure to get from arteries to capillaries in order to reach every part of the body. So about 17 liters of the total 20 liters is reabsorbed back into the capillaries, but the remaining 3 liters would stay in the interstitial space if not for the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system has 3 main goals: return interstitial fluid to the heart, bring large molecules back to the bloodstream, and function as a part of the immune system. And so this leads us to the purpose of today's video: interstitial fluid and the lymphatic system. So the lymphatic system is a one-way highway. It is very different from the cardiovascular system in that it is not circular. The lymphatic system begins in the lymphatic capillaries and ends at the lymphatic ducts. The lymphatic system is comprised of lymphatic capillaries, lymphatic vessels that eventually become lymphatic trunks. The walls of the lymphatic capillaries are very permeable, meaning they allow liquid to pass through relatively easily. The lymphatic capillaries are made of loosely overlapping endothelial cells. These endothelial cells form a shingled pattern, similar to the shingling on a roof. The endothelial cells are anchored to collagen filaments that allow the cells to open and close when needed, creating a one-way mini valve. These valves open and close based on the amount of pressure within and outside of the capillary. Once the interstitial fluid enters the lymphatic capillary, this fluid is now known as lymph fluid, or just lymph. From the lymphatic capillaries, the lymph fluid is brought to the lymphatic vessels and then to the lymphatic trunks. There are 7 lymphatic trunks within the body. There is 1 lumbar trunk, 1 bronchiomediastinal trunk, and 1 jugular trunk on either side of the body, while there is only 1 intestinal trunk. Keep in mind that these trunks get their name from their location within the body. Now, lymphatic vessels do not use the same mechanisms to move lymph fluid as the blood vessels would use to move blood. Instead of a pumping mechanism that the cardiovascular system would use, the lymphatic system moves lymph fluid through the lymph vessels by using the pulsing from neighboring blood vessels and the contraction from neighboring skeletal muscle throughout the body. The 7 lymphatic trunks all deliver lymph fluid to the right lymphatic duct or the thoracic duct. Now, the right lymphatic duct receives lymph from the right side of the head, neck, chest, as well as the right arm. Now, the thoracic duct receives lymph fluid from the rest of the body because it is bigger. Both ducts empty lymph fluid into the junction of the right and left jugular and subclavian veins. These veins lead to the superior vena cava, which leads directly to the heart. So if you are interested in content that can and will improve your health literacy so you can communicate effectively with your healthcare team, then you have found the perfect resource. I post every Wednesday at 6, so don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on what is to come. Alright, see you in the next one.